Hey guys, it's Melissa. I am just kind of going to walk you through today how to use the Demandforce portal and really just how to be able to um, um, make the most of this marketing program. So let me just start by walking you through when you log into Demandforce, you're going to see what's called the portal. This is kind of like the welcome screen, but it's also your daily communication screen. My recommendation is that you open Demandforce in the morning as part of your opening duties, for no other better word, and then that you check it again at lunchtime and you check it again at dinner time. So breakfast, lunch, and dinner, that's kind of how I teach people to do it. I know that sounds goofy, but as we start getting more movement in Demandforce, you might need to check it more often. We have a procedure in Bloomington location that we check it once an hour. And then we have a tracker at the front desk that you just kind of sign your initials so that we can see when the last time it was checked. But basically, when you walk into the opening portal, you're going to see a couple of sections. So the first thing that you're going to see is incoming appointments. What that means is there is some functions in Demandforce where people can go to some advertising sites. And as a result of going to those sites, they can click on request an appointment. When they click on request an appointment, in almost every situation, we're able to point them to Salon Biz, our salon software, to be able to do online booking. There are a few spaces, though, that doesn't allow that capability. So as a result, you're going to occasionally see that you get an incoming appointment request. And before I started this recording, I personally made an appointment request so you could see what it looks like. But I want to show you how to manage those requests. In the Bloomington location, we get somewhere around 4 to 6 a week. Incoming appointment requests. So not a ton, but when you get them, you do need to respond to them because the client's expecting it. What I love about the appointment request function is that it does not allow them to book or to request an appointment in the next 48 hours. So it allows us just a little bit of time to get our communication process going and also to be able to fill that spot. So I will walk you through how to handle incoming appointments, but I just want you to know that's one of the things you're going to peek at. The next thing we're going to peek at is at weekly appointments, and this is really our confirmed and unconfirmed log. I'll walk you through that in a little bit. The next thing is our today's follow-up actions, and the today's follow-up actions just helps to communicate to you what still needs to be done for just today as it relates to the communications portal, Demandforce. Again, I'll spend more time on that. And then the last thing on this page is the new reviews. So these are considered new reviews because they came in and nobody's commented yet. So we like to comment to all reviews, and I'll walk you through a little bit of that as well. The other thing on the dashboard portal is we have a little function up here that says text messages, and you can see there's a little red dot, which means we have an incoming text that we need to look at. More to be seen on that, so I'll walk you through that as well. The other things I want to show you is what we are communicating to our clients. So I want you to just kind of know about some of the marketing campaigns that we have out there, and just be able to wrap your brain around a little bit. What are some of the things that we're saying to our clients? Like, how are we communicating to our clients? Give me a second. I got to remember where to find this because they just changed it all. So, campaign templates, referrals, Demandforce local, campaigns. Let's keep looking here. Clients and appointments. Okay, so I'm going to show you that later because I think I have to be logged into my setting to be able to do that. But let's see if I don't have to. Manage monthly email finder services, text message settings. Yep, I do have to be logged under mine, so I will get there and after this and then show you what that looks like. But anyway, so Demandforce is a program that allows us high communication. So it does, in general, it does confirmation calls. We have texting and email capability is kind of the main two functions. So every time somebody books an appointment, they are going to get an appointment confirmation booking. So if they are at the salon today and they book their next appointment before they leave, 24 hours after they book it, they're going to receive either an email or a text communication from us saying, we've scheduled your appointment and this is confirmation that it's been scheduled. I love that function. This is brand new with Demandforce, and it's just really just a reminder to get it on their calendar. And also just a double confirmation that what it is we booked for or they booked for, we actually booked it for that service, that time and that date. The next communication that they're going to receive is they're going to receive an advanced reminder. So the advanced reminder is going to be 2-ish days ahead of their actual appointment. And that advanced reminder is going to go out by email and or text, however we have them set up. And they're going to get a reminder that on this day at this time with this person, then that you have an appointment scheduled with us. If they don't hit confirmed on those, what's going to happen is 1 day before their appointment, they're going to get a second confirmation call by text and or email. If for some reason they still don't reply, 2 hours before their appointment, they're going to get another text or email from us reminding them. So we want to encourage our guests to reply to those, otherwise we'll keep stalking them. And I kind of love that feature because if they aren't hitting confirmed, it means that it's possible that they're wanting to call back and get it rescheduled, right? During those confirmation texts and or emails, they have an option to click cancel appointment, reschedule appointment, those kind of things. And when that happens, you're going to see that those replies are going to show up on this portal. They're either going to show up on an incoming appointment or they're going to show up under this text screen up here where it might just say cancel this appointment. I need to reschedule it. I'll call later. But that's why this is super important, because this is communicating to your clients you know, that they have an upcoming appointment and they could be responding back to us. So if we're not staying close to the screen, we're missing that opportunity. So let's start with incoming appointment request. So again, this right here is, it says new. And what that means is that nobody's responded to it. Nobody's actually opened up this request and done anything about it. What you could see is requested and the new falls off of it, and that means somebody has opened it and started the communication process, but hasn't completed the process. So for example, this client, Melissa Young, has requested a women's haircut on some specific days right here. And maybe the salon doesn't have that open. So I've made a request, but there's not any availabilities. So we would reach out to the guest. We would communicate, I'm sorry, there's no availabilities. Can we try this date? And we wouldn't close this request unless we were for sure that it was taken care of. So if you open up Demandforce and you don't see a new here, you still should click on this and see where we're at in the process of communicating. So I'm going to click on this. And once I click on this, it's going to give me all the information of what the client said. So they said Tuesday, the 11th, 9:30, Wednesday, the 12th. There was really no time written there, but client note, I would like a haircut with anyone in the morning next week. So it didn't allow me enough opportunities to just really say what I wanted. So I put in my client note as a client that I'd like to book this. Now we have a couple options. We have an accept, we have a reschedule, and then we have a put on hold. What I would tell you is in most cases, I would just go to add note. You would click add note. First of all, you would my best practice is we would call the client and say, I have saved an appointment for you on February 11th at 9:30 for a haircut. Just want to let you know that we have you down. And then over here, I would make a note. Instead of hitting accept, I would just make a note that says have rescheduled or have scheduled an appointment on Tuesday the 11th at 9:30 for a haircut, because then we just have this communications log. You could hit accept as well, and when you hit that, the client would receive an email that says, awesome, let's make that happen. We've booked that appointment. But I'd really just like to use these functions again to communicate to each of us where the client is at. If I need to try a new time, I might hit reschedule and give them a couple options. Here's some other options for you, writing a note saying, unfortunately, that time wasn't available, but we have these times instead. Your appointment is not confirmed until we say it's confirmed. And so making sure that you're communicating with them as well, that we haven't booked it for you. We won't save you anything until we know that this is going to work out. Anyway, so once that's happened, you can delete the note to take it off the screen. Once you feel like it's completely no need to, like the client's confirmed, everything's 100% legit, then I would hit delete. And once you hit delete, it's going to disappear from your screen. We'll let it do that. It's spinning because I'm recording. And then this is all unmanaged ones. If you click all, there's things that are on hold will show up here and stuff like that. So things that have already been started would show up here. There's not a place where deleted ones are going to live though, which is why I like to use the note section until we're 100% positive that this situation has been cleared. Anyway, the next thing that you're going to see is you're going to see weekly appointments. And this right here is just showing where we're at in the confirmation process. So for example, today is the 7th of February. If you click on today, it's going to show that we still have 3 clients here that either we've not sent communication to or they have not replied. So Kelsey Sinnons, no communication sent. So I'm going to click on her real quick and see why we might not have sent any communication to her. Why we haven't sent any communication to her is because she just booked it. So somebody will show up here as no communication because they booked it after our confirmation call time. Now, if for some reason you're like, okay, she booked it yesterday, which is after kind of where we do our normal confirmation calls, like it's a new appointment that's coming in now kind of thing, but you're like, I still want to make sure she has some sort of communication, you could actually send her a text message. You can one-off these text messages. You can send an email, or you can send a customized message to her as well here. So this person and this person booked right away in our normal, after our confirmations were sent out already. So this is like, you wouldn't call them 3 hours after they booked it kind of thing. So that's why they're here. This person received a text message 44 minutes ago. She's an example of somebody who hasn't responded. It doesn't mean she's not coming in, but it just means she hasn't responded. If I click on Saturday right here, it's showing no communication sent for this person as well. If I wanted to send her communication, I would just click one of these. And she's probably done the same thing. She's probably booked after that. Communication has been sent out. So you can keep going and take a peek at them if you'd like, but it just kind of tells you what type of communication we've had with the clients. The next thing that you're going to see is you're going to see today's follow-up actions. One of my favorite things to do is during the opening procedure is to print this list out. When I print this list out, we can leave it up at the front desk, and this communicates to whoever's checking in and or checking out the clients what we need from the clients that are on the books today. So according to today's follow-up action items, a client named Office Time, which is funny because that's Christine spending time in the salon, but this client named Office Time does not have an email or a cell phone. So it's highlighting the fact that we need to update her data. More importantly than this one, we have Matt coming in. We must have a cell phone, but we don't have his email address. So this is just helping us to see that we need to update Matt's information. I love this because if it's printed out and it's at the front desk, we can just, again, remember that we need to get this data from them and enter it in. But it also is great because we can check it off when we've completed it. This one right here, I'm just going to click on this client. This one's showing that we have her cell phone and her email address. And let me see what the action item is here. And I'm not sure what the reason is for her being on here. Request review. I would like to ask. Oh, okay. So this is just saying that in order for us to communicate with her and to continue communicating with her, we would need to get her permission. So she's either opted out already. So this is just saying that this client's opted out, or she has a provider that has, you know, kept us away from communicating. So when Noelle comes in, we're going to say, we have an awesome communications portal for you. And for whatever it's worth, we do confirmation calls. We have a birthday gift that we do for you. We do some really awesome specials for our VIP clients and stuff like that. If you're interested in being a part of that, I can send you a text right now, and you would just have to say okay in it and consent to it. Y or okay, it'll tell you what to do. And once you consent to it, it starts communicating with you. But right now we have you as a turned off function. So this is just letting us know that, again, Noelle has either opted out of it, or her, the company that she uses is not allowing us to communicate with her without her permission. Anyway, and looks like we have another one that just popped up, Alan. So that just kind of walks us through some of those things. If we click on this, you can see all of the items that are going to print out on that list. So for whatever it's worth. The next thing that you want to do is you want to take a peek at the new reviews. Now, what I love about new reviews is, first of all, they're really exciting. So this one was an anonymous review. They were saying lovely, awesome things about Katrina, and we want you guys to add comments. Okay, so the more comments we have, the more that the clients who are viewing our reviews can see that we're engaged and involved. So over here, I'm just going to say, we are thrilled that you enjoyed your time with Katrina. Thank you for the kind words. And then I'm going to hit submit, and we will go back. Blah, blah, blah. Scroll down, and let's see. It's going to show as a new review because I hit back. So let me just go back in, see if I can reset it. Anyway, after a while, it's going to fall off of the new review section, and it's going to go into the all review section because it's showing then that we hadn't replied to it. So it must need to be synced again to be able to do that. Anyway, so we have all of those different things on your portal. The next thing that you want to take a peek at is you want to take a peek at these text messages up here on the right. This is really cool because it allows us to, you know, take a look at who's sending replies back and communicate back with them. Now, Zachary must have received an auto email that was a missing guest or something, and it says wrong number. So if I click on the three dots, I can hit mark as read, which means I've taken care of it. But when I see Zachary Field in there, what I'm going to do is go to the Salon software. You can do it through Demandforce as well, but you can go through the Salon software and you pull up this client's name, and I would delete the phone number so we don't send him any more text messages. And then I would hit the three dots and I would hit delete. All right. Now, you'll see some other things on here. My name's not Bethany, stop. So whenever we send out all the mass messages, which we just did, you're going to see a lot of people replying back wrong number, or I moved, or stuff like that. And that chatter will slow down as we, you know, get back to getting everybody's updated in the system. So right when we launch Demandforce, you're going to get a lot. You might even get some hate mail in here. And I know there's one of them that's a little hate mail in here. this one down here. So if you do get that, I would say please alert us to that so that we can do our communications back to them. If they're like, I had a bad visit, you know, I'm never coming back, blah, 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 you know, please make sure that we're getting copied on that information and communicating that with us. So yeah, so for whatever it's worth. Then I would say those are the biggest things in Demandforce that I want to show you. I'm going to log out real quick, and then I'm going to log back in under the SNPs portal so that you can see some of the things that we are marketing to our clients. And you'll have to bear with me. We just got a new dashboard for parent company, which is the company that holds both of the locations together. And it's a new function because we've never had it for both salons. So it's possible that I'm going to be a little messy with it. So bear with me. I already am, can you tell? Marketing, campaigns. So if you have an idea for an email campaign that you want to send out, what I love about this is it has a whole bunch of functions. So it allows us to send a small client, you know, list for people who are have had pedicures and you want to maybe offer a pedicure special for this week. We can send an email for that. To anybody who's ever had a pedicure or anybody who's never had a pedicure. Maybe you want to be pretty aggressive on an offer for people who've never had a pedicure. We could use these functions for that. And we'll be starting to do some pretty cool things with it. But just in general, let's see. Campaigns. I think I'm going to go under settings. See, I'm getting stuck here. All right. Welcome. So when somebody comes to us for the first time, they're going to receive a welcome email. And it's going to look like this. Now, obviously, Frank's, that right there, that's going to say whatever their real name is. This is just a sample of it. But it just says, we send out emails and text messages as a quick, easy way to remind you about appointments, confirm appointments. From time to time, but not too often, we'll send you emails for discounts, incentives, notify you of special hours or office closures, get feedback, blah, blah, blah. We're still working on getting our logos on all of these things. So it's all still like a little bit of a work in progress, so bear with us, but this is something that's going to get sent out to a guest, auto sent to them if we have their email address and it's their first visit. The next one that I want to show you is birthdays. If we add somebody's birthday to the computer, which is why it's really important to add their birthdays in there, they're going to get this email. And we are still working on, like I said, getting our logo and stuff like that up there, but it says, happy birthday, Frank. Everybody would like to wish you a happy birthday. And we're going to be adding a $5 off retail purchase to this birthday. So as a gift, they're going to get $5 off their birthday. Also, it's not going to say SNP Spa Salon Parent. It's going to say SNP Salon Jordan. So this is the parent login. So that's why you're kind of seeing a little bit of a general email here. The next thing that they're going to get is confirmations. Let's see here. We'll go to text messaging. Nope, that's not it. Ongoing campaigns. Oh gosh. Okay, so here's where the ongoing campaigns are. So the active client campaign. There's no incentive here. I love this because this is auto sent by email and or text. However, their communication portal is set up. They're going to receive an email when they're due to make an appointment, only if they haven't already scheduled. So this is just saying, hey, it's been a few weeks. We need to get you on the calendar and request an appointment. We're going to send that out 8 weeks after their appointment if they don't have their future reservation. So this is like a wake-up call, for no other better word. So what we call a wake-up call. 8 weeks after you visit, if you don't have any future reservations, you're going to get this email. There's no discount, no incentive. The next thing that's going to happen is we're going to send out missing guest emails and texts. Missing guests are going to be sent out every 5 months after their visit if they don't have a future reservation. Those are going to be sent by email and or by text. And we're going to say, we miss you. Please come back. It actually does have an offer on it as well. But because this is the parent one, you're not able to see that. The offer is going to be 25% off one service on your return visit. They're going to need to show that discount to be able to get it. But just so you know that that's being sent out 5 months after they are coming in, right? The last thing that I'm not finding here is, and I want to show you the confirmation emails. Ongoing campaigns. I don't know why I'm not able to show you what we do for confirmations. It's probably user error. I'm sure of it. Welcome, hot list, none of those. Maybe it's under email settings. I'll go there again and see. I know I already looked here, but no. Anyway, but there's a beautiful confirmation email that the client will also get, which I obviously cannot find. But anyway, I would love to just know what kind of questions you guys have. If you have any, keep me posted on how it's working, and make sure you're checking it throughout the day, guys. It's super, super important to be doing that, because otherwise we've just lost the value of this communications portal. So make sure you're communicating, make sure that you're checking it, and let us know what questions you have. Thanks so much for your time today. Bye.